With this little image, what we're going to do is practice using some of the layer styles. And so what we've got is Mickey Mouse's head. And if you look in your layers, you'll see that we have 4 layers. And we're going to focus on the background to start with. So I'm going to turn off the right ear, the left ear, and the head. Want to make sure the background is your active layer. And then we're going to change the color here. So we're going to use our tools panel. It's the color that's on the top that we're going to change. And you can pick whatever color you want. Okay, I know the tutorial says red. But I don't care if you guys pick red, orange, green. You pick what you want. And then we need the paint bucket. Now the paint bucket and the gradient are grouped together. You don't want the 3D bucket. Make sure you just pick the regular paint bucket. And then you're going to click. And it's going to apply that foreground color to the background. Now with the background still selected, we're going to go into the layer styles. And we're going to choose the pattern overlay. And this is the window that displays. And you can see that it's got pattern overlay selected, but all of those styles are available here. And take a look here. These are the default patterns. They are not very exciting here. So if you want to see it applied, you kind of have to move that off to the side. Now this has an opacity setting. And if you change the opacity, you are going to get some of that color coming through. Now to get additional patterns, because these really aren't very exciting, you have to display them, and then you'll notice there's a little widget to the right-hand side. You're going to click on that. And the group at the bottom, and I bet you can't see this. Let me move this over. Okay, this starting here with artist surfaces and down, these are all patterns. So what you're going to want to do is click on one of the patterns and then choose append, because that gives you more to pick from. Then if you want additional ones, you can just keep doing the same thing. Just keep choosing append, and then pretty soon you're going to have plenty to choose from. So you're not going to be limited. So what I want you to do is find a pattern that you like and then click OK. Now, done with the background, we're going to turn on the head. We're going to select the head layer. And we're going to click the FX button. And we're going to choose Drop Shadow. And because preview is on, if your box lands right on top, you're going to want to move it. Okay, but if preview is on, you should be able to see that drop shadow. And you can control the angle, the distance of the shadow. See if I move distance, what happens. The spread, how big it is, and the size. The size actually makes it kind of fuzzy. So it just depends on what kind of shadow you want. So I will let you guys kind of adjust your settings on that shadow so you can pick exactly what you want. And then we're going to come up here and turn on contour. Now, in order to look at the settings, we actually have to click on contour. Okay, but that makes it a little bit 3D. And if you wanted to see, what the different ones look like, kind of open this up and click. And then watch Mickey's head. So you can see what these effects look like. Okay. And range changes how the effect is applied as well. So I want you guys to find kind of a little combination here that you like. And then you're going to click OK. Now you'll notice when you go back to your layers after you apply a style that they show right in the panel. And what's kind of neat is you can actually double click, go right back in and make a change. You can also turn the effect off and on. Okay, so you can add multiple effects. You can decide if you like them, turn them on and off. One other cool thing you can do in here is you can copy a layer style from one layer to another. So we've got some styles applied to the head. We can right click on the head and choose copy layer style. And then we can turn on the left ear, right click, and choose paste layer style. Then we can do the same thing to the right ear. Turn it on, select the layer, right click, paste the layer style. So unless you need to make any more adjustments, this is done, and you can save your changes.